Hey, everybody. Can you believe 2026 is almost over? Insane. Hey, tonight, I'm not going to talk about new you, new me, but a 90-day reset that I'm going to do. I'm going to actually do something every 90 days, I think. Let's see if maybe you want to do it too. Be right back. Boom. Let's do this. All right. This kind of probably looks like a whole conglomeration of things. But it's not, one of the things about I'm standing tonight, but isn't it weird seeing me in my old stomping grounds, by the way, old furniture, except for some additions like the cat tree. But it's great, So there's lots of things we can keep with the family and it keeps it fun. So I think last week, by the way, I didn't have my microphone on. So I'm sure you watched it and you were thinking, wow, I wish I could hear her better. Okay, so this basically is a 90-day, I'm calling it a reset, okay? And it starts with belief and sustains with action. Whoa, how does that sound? Should I put my hair up? My gosh, look at my hair. I look like a rocker. Hey. So yeah, it only takes 90 days. So, have you ever heard the phrase like it takes 10,000 hours or whatever? And part of the things is that like every year people have January resolutions, right? New year, new you. It's the same old, same old. But if that pressure hits before the year even starts, if you feel that pressure, then buckle up, my friend. Let's talk about it. Okay? Because there's something about January 1st that comes with this unspoken expectation that we're all supposed to wake up magically disciplined. We're supposed to be focused and motivated and ready to change our entire lives overnight. And that doesn't really make much sense because it's a whole lot of pressure that you put on yourself by doing that, All right, I'm gonna put the rocker hair up. Sorry. Sid Squatch says hello. His whole family's here, but they didn't feel like coming on camera, so I'll have some content with that here in a little bit. So yeah, is this you? Like, give me a star in the comments if that's you. So like, here's the other thing. We've just come off Christmas. Like, I had my Christmas dinner tonight with my family, my parents and sister, and had a big ass dinner, ham, and then all the other things that you have at Thanksgiving and everything. But we're kind of out of our routine because businesses are open and not open, and we've spent money, we've eaten everything in sight. Some of us have taken time off. Maybe you're off your rhythm a little bit, and suddenly it's like you're supposed to go, oh yeah, let's LFG. You know what that means? Let's freaking go. But the bad word. And you're supposed to have this transformation overnight. Hey, Mike, your house looks nice, right? It does. I picked it up because I'm fancy. So yeah, I mean, that's the thing. You can't, having to say new year, new me is pressure enough, but then people usually quit before they even start. And that's the thing, is like you make all of these unrealistic expectations and then you can't match up to them, right? So instead of doing what I've done in the past, I'm trying something different this year. I'm starting an experiment. And on January 1st, I mean, think about it. We're all going to be hungover. So make it as easy on yourself. Well, maybe not all of us, but make it as easy on yourself as possible. Okay. So I'm going to do 90 days of showing up. So here's what that's going to look like. I'm just going to tell you. So it's daily shorts, and they will be anywhere between 30 seconds and 3 minutes. And then a weekly reflection. So my big focus is going to be YouTube. I do these live on Facebook and then I upload them to YouTube. So, hey, YouTube, if you're watching, you can watch me every Tuesday night. Usually it's 6:15 Pacific time. So Pam says, make realistic expectations based on your lifestyle, not someone else's. Exactly. So the whole new year, new me thing kind of makes me crazy a little bit, because why? Why do you have to be a new me? Can you just be a better you? Right? So the reason why I'm doing this is not to prove success or to teach some kind of formula. And I'm not trying to sell you a perfect story, okay? It is a personal reset. So just follow along with me, and maybe you want to do something similar. Maybe you're going to get some good ideas out of this, okay? So I've done a lot of things in my life. Like I have manifested things. I've accomplished that. You still got to do the work. So like when I say that, I say I'm going to get something. I'll have it, but I still have to do work to get it. Okay. I've done big things, life-changing things. I got a full ride to school for volleyball. But lately, especially as a teacher, I did, and lately I've struggled. I'm in a struggle. I think longer than I expected to be. Right. So this is where I came up with. It starts with belief and sustains with action. So you got to believe that things will be different. You got to believe that you got to believe that you can change and then make the change. Not the change, but this is so hard to explain. It's going to seem like I'm all over, but when I was younger, I could do things easily. I didn't care. So tell me if this was you. You're like, well, I just want this, so you're going to have it, right? And so like playing volleyball, for instance, and they were like, okay, yeah, you're basically, you suck. You wouldn't make the team if we had tryouts right now at the end of my season, freshman year. And then I worked my ass off. I was like, no, that's not going to be me. And so ended up being the best player in the state and getting a full ride. I still had to do the work, but I was determined. So this is what I want to do now. I want to find a focus and see where it goes. Okay. Because somewhere along the way, when you're younger, I never worried about money and stuff. I was just like, oh, it'll work out. Even when I was, bartending, going back to school to be a teacher and stuff, it wasn't until I became a teacher I had that scarcity mindset because I wasn't getting paid enough. I don't want to live like that. And I don't want to have scarcity mindset. I want things will come to, like, things will happen, right? Like, so, and I'm going to make it happen. So this is how I'm going to do it. This is how you're going to follow me along. I guess, I don't know. ADHD me has taken over, I think. So, responsibility gets louder, your stakes get higher, and doubt shows up where it never used to live. Isn't that weird? I did not have scarcity mindset from my parents. I did not. It didn't happen until later in life for me. So it's interesting how it shifted because when life is lighter, belief feels easier. And when people depend on you, like things now, finances matter more, time feels faster, belief carries weight. Do you feel this way? So this reset is not about pretending I'm already there, okay? It's about documenting what actually happens and what it looks like to keep building belief, consistency, and momentum when life is real. So I've got my parents living with me. They're 85 and 88. I'm still trying to get the guest house built. So I'm gonna document this stuff along the way, and you're gonna be with me, and you're gonna see it, and then we're gonna see if things shift a little bit. Okay, retirement feels closer than it used to, but it's scary because would I be able to retire? Got to make some changes, and your body is a little different. I mean, I still do some crazy ass things, but we are different than when we're in our 20s. Okay, so this is the thing that I was thinking about. You're meant for more, but the timeline doesn't match the vision yet. Okay, so this is what we're doing. So that's the part people don't talk about. So I'm also in this 90 days going to include getting healthier, but I want to be very clear about what that means for me. This is not a punishment. It is not perfection, and it is not an all or nothing overhaul. Okay, and it's not taking a shot. It's getting healthier. It means paying attention to my energy, my body, my capacity, and actually responding instead of pushing through everything like nothing has a cost. And those of us that have been in the gym and done strongman stuff and Highland game stuff and whatever, you know what I'm talking about. Sometimes we push ourselves too much. So I want to have strength without burnout, movement without obsession, and progress without turning life into a suffering contest, right? I believe we should always be working on ourselves. What's that phrase? A rolling stone gathers no moss. Okay. But I'm not interested in extremes. I'm not interested in living like everything has to be hard to be valuable. I'm going to repeat that. I'm not interested in living like everything has to be hard to be valuable. There are a lot of people out there. I always forget what it's called. It's something culture. And it's like, you got to go, go, go. And I've talked about this a few times with other things. You got to do this. You got to get up at 4 a.m. You got to meditate for an hour and a half. You got to stretch for 45 minutes. It's crazy, right? So Miranda Dean says, I will quit my shit show, grow as a human, and appreciate everything. I fucking love that. I think that is amazing. That's a perfect shift. And you know what? You're not going to live like everything has to be hard to be worthwhile. So this is what I want to do without breaking myself, right? So as part of the way I'm going to hold myself accountable is by showing up publicly. Maybe you're interested, maybe you're not. If you're not, don't watch. It doesn't matter. Like I said, I'm going to post a short every day. Sometimes 30 seconds, sometimes up to a few minutes, whatever. And then just an honest moment from the day. I don't need it to be polished. I don't need it to be perfect. Because think about this. When you say something out loud and when other people can see it, it changes how you show up. So accountability stops being theoretical. And I'm bad at that sometimes. Like it just depends. I'm like a little roller coaster. Some things I'm very organized about and with, and some things I'm not. And sometimes I'm just amazing at getting stuff done, and just sometimes I'm not. Okay, so what I'm going to do is my daily shorts, and then once a week I'm going to reflect. So I'm going to do these on YouTube. Do you want me to do these on Facebook and Instagram stuff too? I think maybe I should. Why not? And I'm going to talk about after the week what surprised me, what challenged me, and what I'm practicing instead of trying to fix. Okay. So there are going to be days where it's thoughtful, days where it's funny, days where it's uncomfortable. Those are the days I really got to show up. And then days where it's probably just me telling the truth instead of hiding and disappearing and not talking about it. So no, it's not a glow up, although that would be amazing. Not hustle culture. That's what it's called. It's not a hustle series. And it's not watch me win. It's watch me stay present. I would love it if you join me on this, okay? Because here's the thing. This is what I keep coming back to. I'm not late. I'm seasoned. Same with you. No matter what your age is, you're never too late. If you want something, you can make it happen. Maybe that's you too, okay? If you're rebuilding belief as an adult, if you're tired of grinding without meaning, if you want progress that doesn't cost you your health or your peace, then hey, join me. I'm starting on January 1st. 90 days. 90 days, okay? So if you would share your focus, Miranda just did. I'm going to repeat it, Miranda. I'm going to go back over there. And I love what you said. I will quit my shit show, grow as a human, and appreciate everything. Appreciating everything is a big deal, and gratitude is a big deal. And that's one thing that'll make it happen. And Pam says also make realistic expectations based on your lifestyle, not someone else's. This is like not an all or nothing diet. It's nothing like that. I want you to figure out what you want to do. So I'm going to talk about this. A couple of things. Oh, I forgot to put it up here. Shoot. Hang on one second. Let me pull it up. Maybe somebody wants something to say. I didn't really do a slide thing tonight, but I do have a little bit of information that I gathered because I wanted to have just like a little bit of stuff to like back me up or whatever. So the reason why I'm doing this also is, like I said, everybody always does like a whole big reset, every New Year's, and we don't have to do that. And if you do 90 days, you can get it done. There's an end in sight. It's not 365. I personally cannot stand, I can't even remember what it is. What's the one everybody does? And if you fail, then you have to go back to the beginning. I don't want to feel like that. I don't want to feel like I have to be perfect every day or I have to start over. What the heck is that called? It's hard. 75 hard. I'm never going to do it. Hey, more power to you guys that do it. But I don't feel like that's a healthy goal setting anything. And I know, Pam, I just remembered it as I was saying it. Thank you so much in my brain. I just, it's like I said, I don't want it have to be punishment in order to feel accomplished. 90 days is a lot better goal. So 75, I guess, is what? That's about 75 days. So, but this is like different. Okay, so I got some information from here. Oh, hey, read the disclaimer. Beep, pause it. That's okay. Cool. There's a couple of different planes of thought on this. You can do 90 minutes a day where you focus on one high impact goal every day for 90 days straight, or this other one from Sanjay Gupta, and that came from the Medium. Is the 90-91 rule. So you focus on 90 minutes, like the other guy said. You work on one goal. Sorry. And the rule can be adjusted if 90 minutes or mornings do not fit your schedule or energy. So already I like that you're allowed to adapt and it's not all or nothing. And then there's another one, this person, Anna Burgess Yang, this is what I'm talking about. she talked about that. Actually, I think I lost it with her. I'm going to come back to that because if you, one guy says if you can't commit 90 minutes, you don't actually want it. I don't think that's true. Do 90 minutes a day for 90 days straight. And so you do that. You don't do any emails during that time. You don't do any social media, no distractions, just pure execution. It says do it for 90 days. Watch what happens. That is okay because there are some things I'm going to commit to for a certain amount of time a day because I have to do like a separate one for real estate too. So I'll probably do some kind of podcast for that also. And then there's another one where it's just 90 days. You don't have to do 90 minutes a day. So the goal is to get something within this 90 days that's habit formating, motivating. It's a single task, meaning giving your attention to just one goal, and it puts you in a flow state. So it allows the brain to become fully focused with heightened focus and attention. So choose a goal, be clear and focus on it, break it into milestones, create a simple tracking system, and build in weekly reviews. So then every 90 days, you have the opportunity to reset, reflect, and decide how you want to move forward, which is why I'm doing it that way. And I'm going to do the reflections. So hopefully I haven't been too scatterbrained here. Okay, so Pam says, consistent beats perfect. You don't have to do something perfectly. You just have to do something. Exactly. Thank you for that. There's another saying, practice doesn't make perfect, it makes it permanent. I was going to do a joke tonight, by the way, try and have all the lights off and say I was going to, woo, new year, new me. No, not so much. So here are my final thoughts, okay? Here we go. Bum, bum, bum. Final thoughts. Okay, this isn't about fixing yourself. It's about staying present long enough to actually notice what's working. There's no right pace here. There's only the pace that keeps you going, okay? Don't kick yourself in the shins if you're not perfect every day or you don't do 90 minutes. You don't have to do a full 90 minutes. Progress doesn't come from doing more. It comes from doing what you can consistently. Oh, Pam, isn't that what you just said? Smart gal. You don't need a fresh start. You just need a sustainable one, okay? You can reach me at getyourkeysfromkatie@gmail.com, and you can buy a house from me too, or a list. That's cool. I'll have to start sponsoring these myself somehow and have some kind of cool commercial. Because here it is. Here's the bottom line, okay? Let this be your journey. Pick 90 days if that feels right, but don't turn it into something you have to earn to survive. You don't need 90 minutes a day. You don't need perfection. This is meant to support you, not pressure you. Have some fun with it. Stay curious and see what the 90 days brings to you. So hopefully this was helpful. Hopefully it's something good that you can think about for the next day and a half or so before the new year. You don't have to start on January 1st. I'm going to just because why not? It'll break it up into a nice, 90-day cycle as I go. And then let's see what the focus is. Maybe I step up what I'm doing more. And maybe I do a completely different focus. Maybe I learn something new in 90 days. You'd think I would have learned Norwegian by now. Hey, like and subscribe if you're on the YouTubes. It'll make Sid Squatch and his tiny hiney very happy. Because he says the journey begins with you. So be good to yourself. Guys, I love you. That's me. Woo! I'll see you next week. I hope you have an amazing New Year's. Be safe. Please, 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 nobody, please do not drink and drive. It is not worth it. I really want to have you guys all around the rest of my life. Pam says, bye. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. See you next week, everybody. Woot woot.